everybody? I am SlipShock, and I wanted to do a second um, watch through and more of a in-depth talking with you guys because I watched it on my own because my homie Daddy Tanky. You should also sub to his channel, just Daddy Tanky YouTube. And he was telling me about it, and I said I watch it in haste, so I kind of want to watch it again when I got time to sit down and actually absorb what's next for the Guardians. So here we go.
Beyond Light kicks off the next trilogy of stories that we're trying to tell with Destiny.
Players are going to go on a journey to discover the true nature of light and dark.
It's the beginning of players learning more about the darkness, and in fact going so far as to wield it.
So the first thing I want to bring out is on this situation is this, right? So they keep saying that. They keep on making sure that is known that the Guardians now have to make a choice between light and dark. So here's the thing that I've been toying with, messing around with. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person to think about it, but hey. We don't remember, again, we don't remember our life beforehand. We don't remember what it means. Like, once we were touched with the light, we don't remember what happened beforehand. So, think about who is all against it. Who is all, who's like, hey, let's not do it. What if? Again, this is just me being an idiot. Who knows? What if Zavala, like, what if we were evil in the beginning? Because think about it. Check this out. Being evil and bad is not a disqualification for Guardians being chosen as Guardians. As you see with Odin Solve, whatever. Because it wipes slate clean. It's just the body that's the same thing. So we're just vessels. So what if we are Guardians because the darkness was stripped from us? Like, we were stripped from, like, the dark. We wielded both before, and we wielded both before. We seamlessly did it, but we were doing it in a not so beneficial way, and we had to be stopped. And in being stopped, we got the darkness snatched from us. And the only thing that was left was the light, which in turn means that all the darkness and all the memories we had of that life was snatched away, was taken away from us in a big battle before. Guardians don't die like normal people die. We could have been being reborn and things like that for a long ass time. So, us toying with the darkness could unlock memories of where we were on the other side, or where it could be completely opposite, where we were good and the people that we are thinking were bad, thinking like our allies were actually enemies, and now we're working with them. So they're like, hey, we don't want to mess with the darkness, because if we get full handle of the darkness, we might get our memories back and realize we're on the wrong side of history, That's just a complete 4-minute dissertation before I even watched 30 seconds of the video. All right, I'm cool.
It's about leaving comfort and safety behind, walking a different road than one that you may have believed you were destined for.
What makes something bad? What makes darkness dark?
Who's right? Who wasn't? How are those learnings going to change the characters that you have gotten to know over the last 6 years?
Yeah. Ooh.
Beyond Light's really the beginning.
Look at that. That is so pretty.
bathed in the light, sort of this altruistic force fighting back evil. And now we're starting to move into that gray area between the light and dark.
If the darkness reaches out, we must reach back.
I will not sanction this.
In Season of Arrivals, the Vanguard is divided. You have some characters telling you, you know, we should fight these ships, and we have other characters who are saying, no, 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 we should find out what they want. We should get to know them and understand more. But it definitely comes to a head.
This next year in Destiny is really just about how all the different characters and factions are reacting to these disappeared destinations and what that means as the pyramids have arrived in our system, not for the first time. And what that means as the pyramids have arrived.
Yo, Zavala, what you doing with the Cabal, G? I didn't even notice it the first time. Yo, I swear to God, if I'm able to punch Zavala in the face, I'll be a Titan for that. I am a Hunter main, but I will main a Hunter, main a Titan if y'all will give me a mission where I can punch him in the face. I have no real reason to dislike Zavala. I don't. I just want to punch him in the face. That's all.
In our system, not for the first time, but for the second time.
Wait, hold on. It wasn't that
disappeared destinations and what that means.
What's his name? Damn it. I can't think of his name right now, but that's a sight right there. You was just taking a ship, and we'll see. Zavala, I swear, I will punch you in the jaw. I'll be the first Hunter that'll take a Titan move and punch you in the jaw.
As the pyramids have arrived in our system, not for the first time, but for the second time.
We're going to see the return of a character who's been absent for a pretty long time in The Stranger, and boy, does she have a lot to say, and she has a lot of time to explain.
When I know more, you'll know more.
She has shown up to encourage us to take on the darkness, and the only way to truly stop it is to work with it.
And here comes our guardian, right on time.
Why did the darkness invite
Ooh.
us here?
I like how that suits look. I like how, like, of course, you know, it's like a tundra,
Like a time capsule.
so it's bulky clothing. It's
huge, killer destination, freezing cold.
Desolate.
Some of
Yeah.
the most beautiful spaces
All that
I've
does.
ever seen in a video game.
There was a lot built on Europa during the Golden Age, and a lot of that was built underground.
So first of all, why are we getting all this Titan and
Technology
and Warlock
innovation
love? I'm
there.
not really liking that.
Stepping into some things that
I'm a little upset about that.
under the eyes, all kinds of secrets.
I'm so excited for what players are going to find.
I'm not, because we're going to Europa, and I swear, if I have to, if y'all gotta tell me I gotta fight another Cade because there's a Cade there that doesn't have memory of us, I'm gonna be highly upset. I'm gonna be really upset. My feelings are gonna be hurt, and I'm a little bit perturbed that y'all would even think about doing something like that. But okay. Wow, it looks so pretty though.
Europa was actually something we've wanted to do for a long time.
We wanted it to feel harsh.
The weather system is so awesome. Like, you're walking through an open space, and all of a sudden, things start happening.
Coming across like Fallen or Vex for the first time, you can barely make out the glow in their eyes.
The sound of the wind, the ice will change based on what the weather is looking like.
I gotta get some new headphones for the plus that for the PC.
Changing around you to match the storm.
I need to hear it. Big
Europa
Fallen
itself was a pretty foreboding place. Aramis is there in advance of us, and she set up a forward base. She has lieutenants who have gotten their hands on Stasis, gotten their hands on the darkness, and they're learning to wield it.
One by one, we will rise again.
And so
Wow.
her motivations are really interesting too.
Today, we begin breaking free from our chains.
Aramis
We're gonna be
really
fighting
challenges
Fallen
a lot of the
that.
ways that we think about
Wow.
and darkness. She's gonna make you think about your relationship with the Traveler.
She's a compelling leader, and she has a vision. And especially after the collapse of their society, people, I think, the Fallen wanted someone to follow.
Is the light gonna be enough? I think we've seen that we need some new tools to fight our enemies with. Maybe it's time to fight fire with fire, or ice with ice.
I'm down. I am totally down.
Stasis
Look at
is,
my man's
you know, not just a
powering
sort
up
of new
with
secret,
ice.
but
That's
it's a new
cool.
Damage type. We've got Solar Void Arc, and now we've got
Oh,
Stasis.
look at that. Wait, look at that UI. No, go back. Go back. Look at how it looks now.
We've got Solar Void Arc, and now we've got.
Look at it. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is the Hunter class, I bet. So we got our. Okay. All right. We got our sights. That's what I'm calling them. I don't care. But that's weird how they have that. Like.
Got Stasis.
Okay, so we still have our marksman's dodge. Cool, cool.
The idea for Stasis all really came back from the gameplay
My man's have
idea of freezing.
Oh.
That was kind of the theme that
Look at it.
everyone kind of rallied behind.
Oh,
Dean was an
it
amazing
travels.
concept artist, had some images that really kind of put us on the right path.
What really was landing with that was the more crystalline notion. So when we say cosmic ice, that's kind of where the cosmic comes in.
Look how it travels,
Once it's
though.
solid, I'm able to hit him again and just shatter him in pieces.
Oh,
Pieces break apart and explode into sharp shards that can damage you. So all of that kind of came together when we landed on that theme.
Okay, all right. I see the Hunter love, and there go the bow.
Stasis is gonna.
I'm ready
not
for
only
it.
Change the way that you can attack. Or
I'm
approach
ready.
Combat. There's also some. Really
The
great
electric
ways that
archer
you
is
can
coming
upgrade
back.
it.
Then you start getting
I don't know,
into like the
but
more interesting parts.
I think we got to change, but based off of the thing. So.
Additional ways to modify your subclass.
Oh, whoa! No, go back. No.
Things that we're calling aspects and fragments, which are additional ways.
That's what they're doing. Oh no! Yes. So you're having like things that'll enhance your abilities to make them different, to make them like a different, like, you know, affinity. Oh man.
To modify your.
So you can change the. So essentially, everybody can have a different, even though the class is the same, they can have a different setup. Like you can have like one aspect is you might be a freezing like a warlock that keeps everything frozen, or you might be one that shatters everything. Oh man, that's cool.
Your subclass. Aspects are a little bit more potent, and then the fragments are the things that are class agnostic, but depending on what you're.
Okay. Gain a bonus to weapon damage after freezing a target. Huh. But you lose strength. Okay, so there's a reward penalty with this. That's cool.
Your classes.
Can I get another one? Okay, so that one doesn't. Okay. Increase the damage inside to a burst of status when you destroy. Oh, so it's kind of like you can make a DOT. Oh,
What your
man.
aspects are and how you want to play, you're probably going to be starting to select different ones in there. This is just the beginning for Stasis. We're going to continue to expand on it. We're just excited for players to get their hands on this.
Now, all y'all need to do is complete crossplay so I can play with my
Stasis, we do
PlayStation.
what we call a source jam. Everyone on the team blocks out about a week where we can say, okay, you're going to go out into the world, microphone, recorder, record anything that reminds you of cosmic ice. That gives us the palette that we can build the eventual sounds out of.
I found personally that the best way to do it was at night. But Doing screams, screeches, and blood-curdling yells is a little scary at night. Then I had a really rumbly stomach, and that also was recorded. There was also a breast pump. You have to make use of what you got.
Yeah, that's dope. Oh, look at that.
In Beyond Light, we have new exotic weapons for you.
Oh.
No Time to Explain is coming back. Instead of just being the gun that refills your magazine when you land precision hits, you actually get a little time portal, and it starts spitting out rounds alongside you. You can actually have that.
Like little Arxo.
Be your own little mini firing squad you build for it. Another one we have is the Laments. It uses up your sword's energy to give yourself a new combo that ends up in a big spinning slash. Probably the largest selling point for a lot of people is that it slices right through barrier champions.
I think the largest draw for most people is actually going to be the fact that it is a chainsaw sword.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. All of that, yes.
For Beyond Light, we really wanted to create exotic armor pieces that formed a key part of your build around which all the other parts of your build could revolve. For example, the Titan gets the Iceball Mantle, which is a set of exotic arms that looks like it is crafted from Golden Age tech.
That looks
when
dope.
you activate it, you sort of slam your arms down, create a burst of stasis energy, and then you cover yourself in an overshield.
Oh, that's dope.
Is necrotic grip. If you are facing a wave of thralls running at you, you can nail them with your melee attack, and it starts to burst and sort of cascade through the whole group.
What? That is dope.
There's a lot there for newcomers coming in.
Where's the Hunter stuff?
Who hasn't tried it out? It's a really
Yeah,
great time to jump
again.
in on New Light, that entry experience for free players.
Last year, when New Light launched, we brought back a small portion of the Cosmodrome. This year, we're bringing back a much larger portion of the destination.
Oh,
it takes
nice.
some of the experiences that started with original Destiny 1, but puts them and stitches them together in a different way and adds new things and tells a different story.
What you're going to meet in this new opening experience is a character with not one, but two names from Fast and the Furious, Shah Han.
Thank the light. I didn't think we had other Guardians on patrol here.
What I love about the Cosmodrome is it feels like Destiny distilled.
And there we go.
Season of the Hunt picks up where Arrivals left off.
Other forces are taking advantage of the darkness to make their move forward, including Zavala, a sister of Oryx, and she's taking this opportunity to build up an army, and we're working with Osiris to try to stop her.
Osiris goes out, stumbles across these hive growths that are driving combatants crazy.
Damn.
Osiris is in trouble, and of course, you're his only hope.
Boop, 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 boop. Wait.
We warned you it was going to be dangerous down here. Impossible.
We finally catch up to what we saw at the end of Forsaken, where we saw Aldrin being brought back to life by a ghost.
Aldrin, who now refers to himself
It still
as
annoys me. I don't
He
care.
doesn't know what he did.
It still
The
pisses me off a
White
little
Queen when
bit.
He was resurrected as a guardian.
We know what he's done, and we know what he could be capable of doing. So now we're going to spend some time watching him go back and forth. And that's going to question how we look at him, how we look at ourselves, how we look at the light, how we look at darkness.
In Season of the Hunt, we're partnering with the Crow and Osiris to take down the High Celebrant. It's creating these cryptoliths around the system.
It still makes
and
me
those
upset.
cryptoliths are attracting Alexian Cabal and corrupting them. So Zavala is essentially corrupting herself and army, and it's our job to put a stop to it.
I'm really excited to see Xivu Arath fleshed out more and to find out more about her relationship with Savathun and what that means for year 4 of Destiny.
Savathun has been placing dominoes, and at the end of year 4, she's gonna knock down the dominoes. We're gonna see what she's been really up to, and so this year,
I'm ready.
she's
You
putting
ready?
the last pieces in place.
I'm ready. I'm totally ready. I don't know if I'm really cool with fighting with Aldrin, but I'm ready.
Destiny is just a really incredible world, and there are so many stories for us to tell.
We have a lot to look forward to beyond Light, then the Witch Queen, and then Lightfall, and all the seasonal content between. We feel like we've got a really great way to bring people together. Working through COVID and working through some of the other turmoil in the world right now has been really challenging.
I have to admit, I've been pleasantly surprised with how well we've been able to get things done.
We're committed to your characters and your community of players. We want to meet you where you are.
Okay. I'm just saying, it looks amazing.
How much it's rooted in where we come from.
Seeing villains revealed and finding out secrets that we've been hinting at for years.
When I look at the team that we're building and continuing to grow and hire, the new leaders that are coming up in Destiny, that gets me super excited.
Destiny's best days are ahead of us.
I rule. I'm ready. I might do that probably tomorrow, Friday. One of those two. All right, guys, that is the reaction. I am super ready. I am so ready, and I want to see what happens with Aldrin Saw. I'm not gonna lie, because that turmoil between them, I want to see if they turn the other cheek. I'm pretty sure the Zavala will, but I want to know if Ikora, just completely forgot her name, if she's going to look at Aldrin and be able to accept that he's a guardian now and he knows not what he did. Like, I'm really wanting to know what happens with that. Because personally, I know, like, logically, I'm like, hey, I understand he knows not what he done. He's just a vessel for the light, just like we are. But I also want to punch him in the face too. You know? Like, come on. So, we will see November 10th. See you guys later. Peace.